This is my third time recording this because my phone keeps falling. So today we're going to do things a little differently. Earlier on Facebook, I asked if anyone would be interested in doing a Q&A, to leave a comment with your questions, and I would come and answer them. So that's what we're going to do. Excuse me for being back in my pajamas, but I'm home and they're my favorite place to be. And I'm fixing to wash this stuff off my face and get in the bed. But moving right along into this Q&A. That was so whack. What can you eat? Well, the possibilities are endless. You can have eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese, pork chops, bacon. I said bacon already. Dark meat chicken, the cheap hamburger meat that is high in fat. You can have steak that has a lot of fat on it. If you're going to have a chicken breast, make sure it's the smallest one in the pack, and you cook it in some coconut oil or butter or EVOO or, any approved fatty crab. I won't call it crab, but I don't know what to call it. Excuse me. I hope I'm not getting sick again, but I legit think I am, so. Okay. There is recipes for low to no carb bread that you can make, and it's simple. There's low to no carb pancakes that you can make. There is sugar-free syrup with no carbs that you can have. There's so many recipes for desserts, fat bombs, any leafy green vegetables, anything basically that grows above ground. We're going to stay away from carrots because they're high in carbs. We're going to stay away from peas. We're going to stay away from tomatoes. But you can have asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage, romaine lettuce. Did I say spinach? I think my eyelash just poked me in the freaking eye. Like I said, the possibilities are endless. And do you know the things you can do with cauliflower? Come on. Okay, so moving right along. What can't you eat? Anything high in carbs. Anything with sugar. You can have the approved sweeteners like stevia, or there was another one. I don't remember because I don't use it. I just use stevia and go on about my day. Ew. I'm struggling, guys. Don't eat fruit because it is packed full of sugar. No ketchup, no barbecue sauce. You can have mustard because there's no carbs. I am freezing. The list goes on and on of things you can't have, but the things you can have are better for you, and you can pretty much make them into whatever you want them to be. You can even make a low-carb pizza with the, you can use cream cheese and eggs and a little bit of shredded cheese and make pizza crust. And it doesn't taste bad. It's pretty dang good. Okay, so what does a typical breakfast look like? Okay, either I have a 3-egg omelet, or this morning I made 2 pieces of bacon and scrambled 3 eggs and cut up an avocado and put a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of garlic powder, and some lime juice and mashed it and mixed it in my eggs, and it was freaking amazing. And then I have 2 cups of keto coffee, so I really don't eat a full meal again until dinner, but I might have a snack, which is either going to be some cheese cubes or a boiled egg, or a Slim Jim and a cheese steak. And if I'm really peckish. 2 Slim Jims and 2 cheese sticks. You can have pork rinds. The salt and vinegar ones, the hot ones, the original ones. Stay the hell away from the barbecue ones. They are full of carbs and sugar. So let's leave those alone. Moving right along. How fast is the average weight loss rate? I cannot answer that question because everyone differs. Everyone's body is different. Everyone's keto is going to be different. You can either lose it at the speed of light or stall for a while and then it just starts melting off instantly. It just varies from person to person. So that's a very open-ended question, and I cannot answer that because I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. I know mine has fallen off relatively quickly, and hopefully keeps going and going until it's gone. Do you have to go hungry to lose weight? Hell no. Your girl eats. I eat breakfast. I eat a snack. I eat dinner. Sometimes I eat lunch. Just most of the time with my coffee, I feel like I ate Thanksgiving dinner and I'm not hungry until dinner. And sometimes I'm not even hungry at dinner. Sometimes I only eat twice a day. Sometimes I only eat once a day. But you're not going to be hungry. You're not going to starve. You don't have to starve yourself. I'm not counting calories. And I am only counting carbs. And I'm not having any sugar. I am disgusting right now. And you know what? I am unapologetically disgusting. So what? So no. Hell no, you don't have to starve. You don't have to go hungry. You can eat. But the thing about that is you are going to notice that you get full faster and your portions will become smaller and smaller because you're just not that hungry. How has your life changed since starting keto? Let me count the ways. My skin is clearing up. I have lost 19 pounds in 15 days. My mood swings are almost completely gone. I have more energy. I want to do things. I don't want to sit still. And when I am sitting still, I'm thinking about going. And it's been a long time since I felt like that. I feel fan-freaking-tastic. My life has changed in so many ways in such a short period of time. I feel better. I look better. My clothes are looser. And it is just all the way around an amazing thing, and I wouldn't change it for the world. How do you determine what and how much to eat? When I go shopping, I only buy things for my house, for me and my significant other that I know I can have. I will get things that are not on my diet for my son, and my significant other will bring his junk in the house, but I don't mess with it. I eat the amount that I'm hungry for. If I'm really hungry, I eat a meal. If I'm not hungry, I just eat a snack. Or if I'm a little hungry, I eat a snack. If I'm not hungry, I just don't eat. I drink more water. You just go off of how your tummy feels as to how much you're going to eat. And what you're going to eat is what you want that's in the house because you're only buying things that are keto friendly. How do you know how much seasoning and butter to use? How do you measure it out? Well, I kind of follow a lot of keto recipes, but sometimes I wing it. The only thing I really use a lot of seasoning on is my meat, because I am not your average, not your average white girl. I do season my chicken. I do season my hamburgers. Yes. Um, you you season to taste, and if you're scared of what's in the seasonings, then you just get some Mrs. Dash and throw that crap in there. It is what it is. And you season it till it tastes good to you. Um, and when I cook vegetables, if I'm going to put butter in them, I start out with 2 tablespoons, and if I don't feel like that's enough, then I just add a little bit more. Um, how does the keto coffee taste? Not gonna lie to you. The first time I had it, I called my best friend and I was like, I don't think I can do this. It's gross. And she was like, no, you have to find a way that it works for you. So the way that it works for me, that I find it tastes good, I put the tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon and a half of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, or half and half, whatever I have in the refrigerator at the moment, and 3 dashes of cinnamon, and then I'll blend it together with a packet of stevia, and it is bomb.com. You can use pumpkin pie spice, the sky's the limit. I've seen people make it all kinds of ways. And I'm interested in trying a few different ones, but I'm just going to stick with what works for me for now. Who do you follow for inspiration on YouTube? Dr. Trot, Obese to Beast, Back to Chubby. There's one more lady that I watch, and I cannot think of her YouTube name right now, but definitely Back to Chubby is a complete inspiration to me. Rosalie is an amazing person. I've talked to her a few times in her comments, and she is sweet as pie. Sweetened with stevia, of course. But those are the people that I follow on YouTube. I'm subscribed to all of their channels, and I watch all of their videos. They are my inspirations. How do you handle temptation? At first, like the first 3 days, it was really hard, but I got past it. And now, I watched a video of a girl making cheesecake, and it made me gag because she put so much sugar in it. And we all know how I am with cheesecake. If I want chips, I get pork skins. If I get to wanting something that I can't have, I just remind myself why I'm doing it, and just keep in mind that I don't want to live the life I was living anymore. And if I cave, then I'm right back where I started. So that is what keeps me away from temptation. What is the keto flu? The keto flu is when you're missing electrolytes and you get sick. So the best way to skip the keto flu altogether is up your salt intake. Up it. Up it, up it, up it. A lot of people are doing what they call keto raid. It's water and salt. They are braver than I am. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna just add a little bit of extra salt on my eggs and in my salad. Cause I ain't drinking no salt water. that can't be good for you. But just up your sodium intake. No big deal. Keto breath. It doesn't last. It may happen. Mine happened for like a day and a half. And I don't know if you've ever been around somebody who has diabetes and they have the boiled rotten egg burps. That pretty much sums up what my breath smelled like for a day and a half. And I had the taste in the back of my mouth, like in my throat. Oh my God, it was terrible. But it left. It doesn't last. The keto flu doesn't last. There are ways around everything. Get you some sugar-free gum. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. What got me started? Well, we all know I was supposed to start this with my mom. She quit, but my best friend pushed me by constantly telling me all the great things about this diet, about all the benefits, about all the good things she was experiencing health-wise. And I decided that it was what was best for me, and I do not regret my decision. Is Cortez supportive? Is he doing it with you? He tries to be supportive, and he is halfway doing it with me. This morning, I made him the same thing I made for me, except for the avocado. He doesn't like avocados, so I didn't put any on his plate, but I gave him 2 extra eggs and 2 extra pieces of bacon. So I leave him in the kitchen with his plate. I make his plate, and he always carries his own plate into the room with his drink. And as he comes in the room, he has a bowl of Doritos. I said, "Are you serious? You can't have that." His response was, "Let me eat what I want to eat." Okay, Chunky Dunk, yesterday you just realized you gained 10 pounds. So now instead of losing 30 pounds, you gotta lose 40. But, okay, I'm just gonna let you eat what you want to eat. Don't cry to me. So he eats what I cook and then adds whatever the hell he wants to add to it. So, but as far as telling me good job, he does that. He hasn't quite been as supportive as I would want him to be, or as I would need him to be if I did not have you guys supporting me and cheering me on. So thank God for y'all. Y'all keep me going. But he's not a good complete support system. Do you think you're going to have loose skin? How do you feel about loose skin? I know for a fact I'm going to have it. And probably quite a bit of it. How do I feel about it? I'm a little nervous, not going to lie. But to me, it is a sign of success and achievement. Because I would rather have it hanging down and loose at where I want to be than poking out and solid. And that's the best answer I can give. It makes me a little nervous, but the thought of it also makes me happy at the same time. A lot of people get really depressed over the amount of loose skin that they have because they're self-conscious about it. I am more self-conscious about my arms being fat and my stomach poking out and my legs looking like the lady from Shallow House. So, if I have a little bit of saggy skin, we're doing good. So, I'm not going to let that bother me too bad or too much. How much weight do you plan on losing? 149 pounds. I've lost 19, so that leaves me 130 to go. I'm cool with that because I'm 19 pounds closer. I also remember somebody inbox asking me how often do I intend on weighing, and the answer is once a week unless bathroom problems happen, and then it'll probably be 3 days after that starts. But it will not be documented for YouTube, but once a week. My scale is put up. I will not be touching it again until Wednesday. That's when I'll do another weigh-in. Tuesday. I don't know. Tuesday or Wednesday. Whenever I decide to do my weigh-in. I refuse to get addicted to the number on the scale because I know it is going to stall from time to time. But the thing about that is, even though the number on the scale isn't going down, your inches are still going down. There are still amazing things going on inside of your body. So we are not going to focus on the number on the scale. We are going to focus on how loose my clothes fit, how good I feel when I move, whether or not I lost my breath when I was walking. Those are the things we're going to focus on. Those are going to be the main achievements, and that's what we're pushing for, is to not be out of breath, to have clothes that are literally falling off of my behind and hanging off my shoulders. Like, that's the goal. That's where I want to be. I want to be one of them ladies from the Jenny Craig commercials where they're holding the clothes out like this, the pants, and standing in one of the pant legs. That's going to be me. Watch. Well, maybe not, because I don't think I'll ever be skinny enough to stand in one of my pant legs. But hey, you never know. We're on a mission. I don't remember any more questions. I don't have any more wrote down. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge and to the best of my ability. And I will be as brutally honest as I possibly can. But keep in mind, guys. Keep in mind, guys. I dropped my phone. I had to pause it. Keep in mind, this is my version of keto. My version isn't going to work for everybody, but it works for me. And that's the important thing, right? You have to find your version that's going to work for you. If you have any medical problems before you start the diet, I highly suggest and recommend talking to a doctor. If you have a nutritionist, talk to your nutritionist, because I am none of those things. I can only tell you what's worked for me. I can only tell you the benefits it's had in my life and my everyday. Outside of that, I don't even know. So, as usual, we're at the end of our video. I love you guys bunches. Thank you for supporting me in this journey and holding me accountable and just loving me through it and being there when I need people to be there. I love you guys more than you'll ever know. Peace, love, and bacon grease. Talk to y'all later.